beautiful, wretched place of scum and villainy returns, and it is better than ever. And yes, the Cantina bar fights are back. And I mean, if he doesn't like you, what are you going to do about it, eh? I mean, when I was playing through it, I literally threw my lightsaber at him. Maybe a little bit extreme, but hey, it got the job done. I'll let you have a watch of that. I ended up killing the boy. Throw my lightsaber. I love that move. Look how effective. Oh no, I just killed Luke. That wrong. I killed the boy. After all them years of looking after him, and it just wasted by a silly mistake. There we go. So that's just a quick short snippet of my playthrough when I got my hands on the game. Thank you Warner Bros for this amazing opportunity. It was fantastic, and the playthrough may be up on the channel depending on when you're watching this. But anyway, let's jump over to the Lars homestead.
Luke! Take these two over to the garage, will you? I want them cleaned up for dinner.
Yeah, Luke, you best go get them cleaned up for dinner, and you can witness C-3PO D2 or D2 3PO. But that's not what we're going to be looking at today. Today we're going to be diving into the truly unbelievable open world. From riding a Ronto on Tatooine to scaling the city in Coruscant and the rebel base of Agent Kloss, there's a complete total of 23 planets in this game, so let's get diving into a few of them and exploring the overall amazing open world the developers have created. And it's not just that, there's a full-on Galaxy Rave feature. Yeah, you know this is LEGO Star Wars. So, to get you ready for when you get your hands on this game on April 5th, I'm going to be going over a few sections in this video, such as how to travel the open world, side quests, smuggler runs, bounty hunting, hub levels, and how the eras are going to work. So you know how it is, cue the music. So, hello there guys, I am RuggedEagle and I do tons of LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga content on my channel, so if you do like what you see, please feel free to subscribe. It's up to you though, but I do highly recommend. Oh, and if you feel like it, a like would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, let's dive straight into the deep end on how you unlock planets and just traverse this massive galaxy. So let's just begin with the sands of Tatooine, as Boba Fett would say. So then, depending on which trilogy you decide to jump in first, let me know in the comments which you are jumping into first, by the way, I'd like to know. Once you have completed your first main proper story level, you will then be greeted into the open world, depending on which trilogy you have chosen. For this example, we have started the original trilogy. So wherever you land in this massive galaxy, it will come up with your level status for the level that you just completed. For this example, we completed the first level in A New Hope, which is Boarding Party. So yeah, right before you can see the Junlan Wastelands with R2-D2 and C-3PO, and the player at this moment in time is currently in a hub level. Now this hub level isn't nothing major, it's literally just the characters traversing through the Junlan Wastelands, and it does come up with a prompt to say, do you want to continue the story of episode 4? If you click yes, you will continue the story. You probably figured that one out. But yeah, I was really shocked at the graphics in the Junlan Wastelands. It looks phenomenal, it truly does. So yeah, it's as simple as that. Depending on where you are in the story, you will gradually unlock planets when you are progressing through that selected episode. And if you do want to switch episode midway through your playthrough, you can always go onto the holographic menu screen and select a new episode from the menu. But just before we go any further, I just want to stick on Tatooine for a little while and show you some of the beautiful scenery on Tatooine, such as the Lars homestead, the Junlan Waste, and the side quests that you can find, and the Jawa village. So here it is, this is the Lars homestead interior, and you may notice when Luke traverses through, you can see a Lego built T-16 Skyhopper. Nice. And yes, you can see on the screen, it does alert you when you unlock a new character. For example, this is Luke Skywalker as a hero, not a Jedi. And I'm sure there's going to be plenty of crates of blue milk in this homestead. I'm sure there will be. And then here we go. Luke Skywalker steps out into the Junlan Waste on Tatooine, and this is just a small section of Tatooine, and look at the pure scale of it. And even the Junlan Wastelands feel lively. And then we have the death of a Jawa. The Jawa just drives his speeder bike straight off the cliff. He's got a death wish or something. And in this game, there is a sheer amount of character models and creatures. You can see all the little creatures to the big Rontos and the Banthas, and all the big creatures are rideable. You can actually mount them and have a ride around on them. And yes, the weathering effect literally applies to every single model in this game, the creatures to the NPCs and your own character. So for the next section, we're going to be staying on Tatooine, and I'm just going to be showing you a few of the side quests on Tatooine alongside some Kyber bricks to collect there. So at this point, we do see the player switch from Luke Skywalker to Qui-Gon Jinn with a cape to use the Force for this specific side quest. Now the side quest is very simple. You just see Qui-Gon Jinn pick up a bush and throw it into the net, and it is called Sandy Soccer, and he's rewarded with a Kyber brick and some studs. Nice. But Qui-Gon, the ability to use the Force doesn't make you good at soccer. And yeah, you do not need to use the Force for this side quest, because we do see Qui-Gon Jinn actually kick it, so you can kick it. And now we get even more footage of one of my favourite Jedis exploring Tatooine, Qui-Gon Jinn, until he's attacked by a Womp Rat with a kyber brick in his mouth, and then all the other Womp Rats come out and attack Qui-Gon, and he uses a lightsaber. Little bit extreme. And now we get a look at some hands-to-hand combat with a lightsaber, and it's really fluent, which definitely surprised me. I really like how you can quickly go into an air combo, and then you can go back down onto the floor, and you can even throw your lightsaber, depending if you have this ability unlocked. And this is all done via an upgrade menu. Also, you may notice the player does hit some critical hits, and these come up in red. These are mainly done if you hit them in the head or any body parts that will damage them even more significantly. And now we get even more footage of the Junlan Wastelands, and you can see just the sheer amount of liveliness that's going on. Jawas walking around, creatures walking around, and you can even see a Jawa eating an ice cream. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos on the in-game looks at the Skywalker Saga, you will know there's 1,166 kyber bricks in this game, and if you want to check them videos out, there is a link to a playlist at the end of all the new in-game looks. So kyber bricks are found via levels and doing side quests, and they are also dotted around the open world, and here we see Qui-Gon Jinn throw his lightsaber at a rock, and it does reveal a kyber brick. However, how does he get over that gap? So this is where the absolute brilliant Force mechanic comes into play. You can see the player pick up C-3PO using the Force to place him over there, and then he switches to C-3PO to grab the kyber brick. And yes, you can pick up any droid with the Force. And now for the next bit, I truly want to show you how passionate the development team is at TT Games. They have gone and added the Jawa village, which was originally taken out of A New Hope script, and they've gone and put it in the Skywalker Saga. That just shows the sheer amount of dedication this team has for this amazing game. And here's a look at the Jawa village. Now, when I get my hands on that Galaxy Rave feature, I'm going straight to the Jawa village, and we'll get onto the Galaxy Rave feature later. Hold your horses, hold your horses. Right then, it's time to leave the sands of Tatooine and head over to the beautiful, stunning city of Coruscant. And hey, you thought Tatooine were lively. Take a look at Coruscant, all the vehicles flying in the sky, all the pedestrians on the street. This is dedication. Literally, there is that many character models in this game. I haven't seen the same pedestrian twice, which is really nice to see. Now, we don't get a massive look at Coruscant, but you do see the player open up the character selection menu, and I'll have an entire other video on this in the new in-game looks playlist at the end. Now here we see the player select the Ranko, and the Ranko costs a whopping total of 500,000 studs, and you can see a little description for every single character, and this is a feature that's been in the more previous LEGO games, and I'm so glad they've returned this. And like I said, it's LEGO Star Wars. Now we have footage of a Ranko going absolutely mental on the streets of Coruscant. And it's a really nice feature that you see pedestrians run away from the Ranko, and this is just one district in Coruscant, by the way. There is 2 districts in Coruscant. Yeah, the open world is massive. But anyway, I'm going to show you how you actually traverse the open world in this LEGO game, and you can do this via the menu screen, or you can hop in your vehicle. And either or, it will greet you with the galaxy map showing all of the available planets depending on where you are in the story. Now then, it doesn't matter which planet you select, there is always going to be 2 options. You can either land in the planet's atmosphere in space, or you can land directly on the planet. And for you lot who are keen on collectibles, you can see how many collectibles are available in either the atmosphere or on the planet. Now, once you have plotted your destination and selected where you want to go to, you will then enter this little playable cutscene of hyperspace. And for this example, you can see the player has travelled from Coruscant to Agent Kloss, and he has decided to land directly on the planet of Agent Kloss. Now here is a look at Agent Kloss, and I'm going to show you a few things on here, such as this side quest where you have to use the Force to repair some water pipes, and you are rewarded with a kyber brick. And now here comes the exciting part. You can see the player open up the vehicle selection menu, and it is broken down into 3 distinct categories. You have your regular vehicles, your capital ships, and your micro vehicles. And for this example, we see the player purchase Boba Fett's starship. And wherever you are on the planet, you can actually call in your vehicle, and it will switch it out for the one that you have already placed down. And then once you're in that, you can enter the vehicle and head up into the planet's atmosphere, or change to go to a different planet. Now brace yourself, depending on where you are in space, you can travel to the closest planets in your sector. So for example, you can see the player is in Agent Kloss's atmosphere, and when he hovers over to the left, you can see he can fast travel to the nearest planet. And that being Kantanaka space, and this is really cool. This is another way to get around the galaxy. You only can do this within the sector that it's in. Also, a fantastic tip for all you lot when you start the game, look out for these Kyberbit comets. These Kyberbit comets, when you destroy them in space, they reward you with 5 Kyberbits, and this will help you out with upgrading, so look out for them. Right then, for our last topic on today's video is bounty hunting missions and smuggler missions, and you can find these anywhere on planets or in space, and the example we have is a smuggler mission. And you may notice that the character is actually C-3PO, and yes, you can switch character in any vehicle, which is a new feature. And the whole reason why the player is C-3PO is because he can translate multiple languages, allowing you to do the quests. So the quest that the player begins is Hoth and Bothered, and this is a smuggler run. You basically have to smuggle some crates onto Hoth at Echo Base, and when you do so, you do get attacked by TIE fighters, and you have to take them out and land on Echo Base to complete the mission. And in doing so, you will be rewarded with a Kyberbic and lots of studs, and this also applies for bounty hunting. If you activate a bounty on a planet, you may have to travel to another planet to find the bounty. And if you're sat there wondering why Hoth looks very disco-y, it's because of the Galaxy Rave feature, and this is one of the best extras they've ever done. Let me tease you with a little bit of the song, it's amazing. But yeah, that is pretty much everything, and there also is an extra for Super Gonk, which gives the Gonks mustaches and makes them invincible and just gods. Yeah. So there you go, that is everything you need to know about this truly unbelievable open world in the new LEGO Star Wars game. And if you want to check out any of the new in-game looks, there is a playlist at the end. It's me going through some levels and me playing through a few of the levels alongside lots of other stuff. So I definitely recommend you checking that out. And if you are new around here, please feel free to subscribe and go to drop a like, as I'm so close to 100,000 subscribers, and that would be amazing. It's up to you though. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good week, and I'll see you all in a bit. Adios.